I need to start anything? Okay. Oh, you were swimming. I imagined you in a whole different world from that. Okay. All right, you're live. Test, 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 test. Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to be sure to give the score because there's no scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's they.
Usually we have scoreboard graphic, but I don't know.
Oh, that's why I mentioned from down there. If I was going to do it down there, give the score because if this is being streamed, so that explains that.
That's why.
Yep. Well, we'd like to welcome aboard the people on Spuds.tv, whether you are from St. Cloud Apollo or Moorhead or a volleyball fan. We have bonus coverage tonight as we're going to present to you the JV game. We have an understanding that the JV announcements will not be made from the table, but rather we can do that from here, and we will be live with that just to get everybody warmed up and up to date on the junior varsity contest between Moorhead and St. Cloud Apollo. The teams have finished their warm-ups and are getting ready to be introduced. Moorhead is under first-year coach Maggie Cook, and she has her team around her. They're coming off a nice win in their last outing when they traveled to Rocori and got a win there, and had their most recent outing postponed and then canceled. And so it's been about a week or so since the Spuds have played. Meanwhile, St. Cloud Apollo is all set and ready to go. They will be on the court to our right as we look down and on. Scott Heinen is the head coach for St. Cloud Apollo. Kate O'Hara, Nadia Madeus, Alice Stanek, Allie Grossinger, Alexis Frericks, and Isabel Trushensky, along with Hannah Allen. Madeus is the designated libero. For Moorhead, Lily Mathern, along with Haley Floberg, who is the designated libero, Sophia Swenson, Lauren Dumas, Sarah Boak, Haley Oberg, and Talia Triggs, scheduled to start this junior varsity volleyball match here tonight in Moorhead. As they line it up, Moorhead with the serve, and it goes deep to the back row where it's bumped forward. And from there, one-armed over, caught by the Spuds deep and sent off to the near side on a set and swung over by Sarah Bulk, and play continues on as it's played by the Eagles to the back row. But Moorhead will get point. Eagles were under and they lifted it across, and so the point to Moorhead, and we are just underway. Moorhead serving now. From the back line, Haley Floberg sends it across, and it's played up to the net and bumped over. Comes back up, played off to the backside. And from there, it misfires, and into the net it goes, and played back now by St. Cloud Apollo, and they'll make a switch here on the serve. Serving from the near corner. Game is all knotted up 1-1 after the first exchange. And the serve. Line drived over, caught in the back row by Floberg, sent forward, one-armed over Moorhead. Played off to the side. There's the backside, and it comes all the way across and deep. Played now by Moorhead to the near side, one-armed jam shot is returned by St. Cloud Apollo and swatted into the net by Alexis Frericks. And that gives point Moorhead, and that brings Nana Lopez on to play for the Spuds. Moorhead serving with a 2-1 lead. Running jump serve, and it is sent wide and out just to the outside of Alexis Frericks. Point for St. Cloud Apollo, and is set is all tied up now at 2. Service will come from the far right side. Sent across and played halfway up the line. Back to the net it comes, and it's lifted off the floor. Play continues. One-armed over. Moorhead with a dive down to keep it in play. Set to the near side, and in it goes. Big hit on the near side by Nana Lopez. As she swatted it down and in, and Moorhead has taken the lead at 3-2. Moorhead serving now from the far left corner. Sophia Swenson running jump. Halfway up, plays it by Apollo to the net, jumped over, and I think they ran into the net. In an attempt to play it, her acceleration, Ella Stanek, ran into the net. That's point Moorhead, and the Spuds lead at 4-2. We're in set 1, junior varsity volleyball from Moorhead. And the play goes, it looked like it was going to be headed out, but it was played and now set across on the free ball. Back up to the near side, and it's sent in. It's deflected and down. Could not clear it back up and in, and so with that, the Spuds make up a 5-2 lead. Moorhead has scored 3 straight. To serve, Sophia Swenson. Here's the right-hander and sends it across. Returned on a one-hand jab over. Comes back now to the net and played to the backside, and from there down to the floor it goes. It was blocked at the net but could not be brought back over. And I think that was Talia Triggs who got the point on that, or got the kill on that return, and Moorhead now leads at 6-2. And 4 unanswered by the Spuds. The serve returned near side, Apollo. Moorhead keeps it in play. To the backside it goes, and a one-armed swat at it, sends it across. More errand Apollo continues on now. To the near side, Moorhead picks it up with Sarah Boak, and the sent is down, and a diving attempt coming out of the back row by Kate O'Hara, and it deflected off and off to the far side. Point Moorhead now 7-2 Spuds. As Swenson continues to serve. High in the air, and it's returned deep, or sent deep rather, and returned now to the net and quickly lifted over. Brought back now near side for Moorhead. Sarah Boak, who sends it across. She'll get an assist. Moorhead has put up 6 unanswered and lead it now 8-2. Low to the floor dribble for Swenson as she prepares for the serve. Little running jump. And from the backside, played to the near side now and sent over by Alexis Frericks. Moorhead now on the return, sent across by Lopez. Moorhead getting it on the return, and Lopez tries it again. A big hit to the back row that deflects away from Kate O'Hara. And that makes it 9-2. Scott Heinen is up and looking out onto the floor. Few instructions, motivational instructions, I suspect, as he has seen his team give up 7 straight. Here's Swenson. Play to the near side. Lifted up and set across and blocked at the net nicely by Moorhead's Talia Triggs. And it rolls on the net and off to the floor and down. Point Moorhead now 10-2 Spuds. Long service time for Sophia Swenson. As she prepares, the running jump is sent over. Returned up towards the net, had to save it from going down. Played across, Moorhead on the return. To the middle it goes and off to the far side. And the kill will go to Talia Triggs. She has come off. Talia Triggs, a ninth grader, has played an important part of that front row as Swenson prepares now with a 9-point lead. And the send across goes deep but in. Service ace from Sophia Swenson. Apollo thought they had a chance to let that one go and get the ball back, but it just did catch the line. And with that, Scott Heinen does take a timeout. Moorhead has jumped to a 10-point lead. We're in the first set. It's Moorhead 12 and St. Cloud Apollo 2. Sophia Swenson continues to serve for Moorhead. Has served up 10 straight points, including an ace on her last hit. 12-2, Moorhead leading here in set number 1. Hope you're enjoying high school coverage of junior varsity volleyball from Moorhead. Here's the play to the middle, sent across, played on the near side. Here's the run and the hit across. And a nice save at the back row by St. Cloud Apollo and Moorhead. Get us another block at the net. Talia Triggs continues to shine, and so with that, the Spuds now lead at 13-2. Swenson continues. Moorhead had got the serve to tie the game at 2 and have not given up serve since that time. Leading it now 13-2. Play comes to the back row, then sent up ahead, and across it goes and falls to the net once again. Talia Triggs will get the kill on the play at the net. It rolled along. The Spuds, no doubt about it, have been getting some breaks at the net, and they have made them count now to a 14-2 lead. Here's Swenson. They send across, return to the net. One armed over and caught just before getting the floor, lifted up and over. Play continues to Apollo. And now from the back row, Moorhead sends it to the backside, and from there it's deflected, picked out of the air by Hannah Allen, and it comes back across, played by Moorhead. Bump to the backside, serve there, set, hit. This one does go long and out. And that breaks the streak. 12 unanswered points by Moorhead. And as St. Cloud Apollo serves, it's now 14-3. On the Eagle serve, sent up the middle, bump forward. Back set comes near side for Triggs. Lifted up, brought to the middle of the net, tipped, and down it goes. Point. Back-to-back points now for St. Cloud Apollo, and it's 14-4. Big job ahead for Alexis Frericks. Frericks readies and serves. Line drive into the net, and Apollo gives serve back to Moorhead. Moorhead now with a 15-4 lead, and with that, Haley Oberg comes back onto play as she replaces Haley Floberg. And Moorhead serves. Triggs with the serve deep. Played off to the far side. Free ball. Did not clear. It was caught by Madeline Gottwald before it got to the net. And Moorhead leads it now 16-4. The play across, pardon me, to the back row. Towards the net. Lifted over. Here's the back set of a big hit along the near side by Nana Lopez. And Moorhead leads it now 17-4. Triggs to serve. Sent across on a floater. Played off to the side, then sent back near side, and it's hit across by Madeline Gottwald. Moorhead now on the return, just missed at the back line. That'll be point St. Cloud Apollo, and it's now 17-5. Eagles with the score. Ella Stanek will serve as she comes to the near corner. Again, Scott Heinen out near the court and they've had trouble serving. St. Cloud Apollo has had troubles getting it across the net on their serve. That's twice now early on that it did not clear. It went straight into the net. And Moorhead will get served now with an 18-4 lead. It should be 18-5, and it is. Moorhead hitting it hard and on the floor. Finding the dead spot in the far corner. It was wide open, and it's 19-5. Moorhead on the serve. Returned by Kate O'Hara of Apollo, and on the near side sent across by Madeline Gottwald. Now Moorhead plays. Across by Boak. And now Moorhead bounces it up into the air, caught in the back row, and on the free ball sent across. Here's the return near side. Moorhead digs it up and sends it forward. To the backside it goes and tipped across. Played to the middle, tipped, double hit it by Moorhead. First hit by Oberg, and then a double hit on the backside gives point to St. Cloud Apollo, and it's 19-6. Moorhead with the lead, St. Cloud Apollo with the serve. The Eagles serve just does get across, and a nice dive to the floor to keep it alive by Lily Mattern. And now St. Cloud Apollo, big hit right as it drops in, a hit from Gottwald. And the Spuds had left a corner open near the back line, and it's 19-7. Moorhead with the lead, Apollo with the serve. Set one, junior varsity volleyball tonight from Moorhead. And just as it was served, one of the Apollo players had lined up under the net. And so point Moorhead. Moorhead leads it 20-7 and serving. There's the hit across to the back row. Moorhead diving across, lifting it up, Sophia Swenson. Sending it deep, played by Apollo, bumped across, double pump, triple hit, four hit, return, point Moorhead. It came off the net. Apollo had a chance to play it, but it hit the net again. And then on the fourth try, getting it over. Moorhead with the point now, leading it 21-7. On the serve, he'll go as an ace. Alexis Frerick went down to try and lift it and play, but was half a step away from getting there in time. And Moorhead now leads at 22-7 with the serve. And across, another ace. That one was hit hard and on a line, and the back row from Apollo could not play it straight ahead. It deflected off to the side, and Moorhead leads it 23-7. There's the send across, played, returned, and one-armed into the net. Service point now for Moorhead. Lily Mathern is set and ready to go. Mattern, little run, jump, and send. Played out of the back row towards the front, and there's the one-armed. Caught in the back row, Moorhead, lifted up, and the hit to the near corner is there. Point Moorhead. Set Moorhead goes to the Spuds. We'll return with set number two. Our final score in one, Moorhead 25 and St. Cloud Apollo 7. Now we're getting ready for set number 2. Moorhead winning set 1 by a final count of 25-7, scoring 12 straight early in the set, taking a commanding 14-2 lead, and then later putting a 5-1 run together, and from there an 8-0 run together to finish things up 25-7, the final in set number 1. So we get ready for set 2 of this junior varsity matchup. The bonus coverage tonight at Moorhead and St. Cloud Apollo. Spuds and Eagles playing here at the Moorhead Gymnasium. As the officials declare, ready. St. Cloud Apollo will serve first. Alexis Frerick. Oh, now they're making, we've got Scott Heinen wants to make sure he's got people in the right rotation. And the reset of the play for this serve from Frericks. As she tees it up, sends it across, nice serve. Played forward and then sent across one arm, saved at the net, but no. 4-hit return as it rolled around the net on a 4th hit. Tried to clear, but it's point for St. Cloud Apollo. And Frericks will continue to serve as it's sent across deep to the back row. And then forward, lifted up and played, bumped across, returned now by Apollo to the near side. Sent over by Brooke Gaussinger, and the Spuds catch up to it and play it across, and again find pay dirt in that far corner. And the Spuds have tied now 1-1. Nana Lopez checking in, and she'll be at the front row. Sarah Boak to serve. And she'll get an ace. And a hard hit that deflected away from Brooke Grossinger. And Moorhead grabs a 2-1 lead. Here's the serve from Boak. Across, no. Top of the net and held. And down it came on the Moorhead side, so no serve there. Point to St. Cloud Apollo, and we are tied at 2. The Apollo serve. Sent over, played from the back row towards the front. And from there, it's sent off to the near side, and a deflection from middle back. Just could not get off it. Tushinsky will come out now and be replaced by Medeus, as Moorhead has gained serve with a 3-2 lead. Sophia Swenson, who was at this juncture in the first set that she came on and stayed on, serving up 12 straight. Here's the play to the backside, and Spuds score with a nice hit up the line that Apollo could not catch up to, and it's 4-2. Swenson with the serve, Moorhead. Just did clear net. Kept alive by Brooke Grossinger, sent to the net and into the net. And point Moorhead gives the Spuds a 5-2 lead. Sophia Swenson with an earnest look out onto the court from Moorhead as she guides the Spuds. Standing coach Scott Heinen watching on for St. Cloud Apollo. As the play again is sent over hard. That kill will go to Nana Lopez. And the Spuds now lead at 6-2. Spuds have found a spot and a way of rotating their hit to that far corner. Here's the play across. Sent back near side and one-armed over. Caught on the back side, lifted forward, did not get across, and it's point St. Cloud Apollo as the Eagles pull within 3. Now it's 6-3. And that brings Hannah Allen on as Kate O'Hara comes out. Allen will serve from the far side. And across, now up to the net. Back set. Triggs couldn't bring it across, and so with that, it's point St. Cloud Apollo, and it's 6-4. Serve remains with Hannah Allen. Right-hander takes a look, sends it up and into the net. Moorhead gains point at 7-4. Haley Oberg checking in. She'll take her spot up near the net. Here's the serve from Triggs. Underhanded up and over. Moorhead plays it. From Swenson back to the near side, and on her assist, the play continues on as it was sent across. Nice save up the near sideline by Sarah Bulk, and play goes to Moorhead, and it's deflected off the backside. And her free ball attempt got underneath it and tried to go over the head and towards the net, but it stayed down, and it's point Moorhead at 8-4. Bulk with the serve. Just did get it over. Big hit there, and they save it. And it's returned. Nice save on the volley by St. Cloud Apollo to keep this set alive, or keep this point alive as it comes near side. And diving down, couldn't get there in time, and it's point for St. Cloud Apollo. So nice save on the near side, and then a big hit for Apollo that could not be returned. And serve now to Apollo as they trail it 8-5 with Brooke Grossinger to serve. A push return, and the Spuds just do keep it alive. To the net, and back here is a one-hand jump by Ella Stanek. Moorhead playing on with the underhand scoop by Haley Oberg over. Apollo returns it on the near side and will get point off the deflection. And I think Moorhead actually had slipped and were under the net. One of the Moorhead players ended up under the net as play developed to the backside. So back-to-back scores for St. Cloud Apollo, and it's 8-6. Moorhead leading, Apollo serving. Here's the play across. Underhand scooped it over and down. Big hit on the backside. Nice assist from the middle to the backside where Lily Mathern will get point. And Moorhead will take a change now as Lauren Dumas comes on to play. And she'll go to serve along the near corner. The run, the jump, the hit. Return to the net. Here's the one-armed hit across by Stanek. Moorhead returns it and saved at the back row by Hannah Allen. Play comes to the net and into the net. And it's point Moorhead, and the Spuds now lead at 9-6. Or correction, 10-6. Long serve that goes beyond the end line, and that pulls Apollo within 3 now at 10-7. The serve will go to Nadia Madeus. One arms it over, saved at the back row, pushed across. And from there brought to the net by St. Cloud Apollo. And one armed, it just got across. Big hit from Alexis Frericks. And St. Cloud Apollo has crawled again, back within 2. It's now 10-8. And serve continues for Stanek. Big hit, line drive. Moorhead just catching up to it on a nice try by Haley Floberg. And Moorhead's return went wide along the far side. 3 straight for St. Cloud Apollo to pull within 1 at 10-9. And the right-hand serve goes deep. 11-9 now. Moorhead will have serve with a 2-point advantage here in set 2. Moorhead winning in set 1, 25-7. And the serve is scooped. It'll go as an ace. It could not, was not, could be returned, could not be returned rather, as a nice dive down to the floor by Nadia Madeus actually deflected it off to the side. And on the ace, Moorhead leads it now 12-9. To the net, Apollo, near side. Got underneath it, airballed it to the far side, and Alexis Frericks there gives Moorhead point at 13-9. Reminding you, this is bonus coverage of Moorhead St. Cloud Apollo. Volleyball tonight from the Spud Gym in Moorhead. It's junior varsity play. About 7 o'clock tonight, we'll have varsity competition between the two schools. Bump to the net, One-armed across, returned right back to the net, and a quick redirect from Lauren Dumas. And it's down and in. And the Spuds now lead at 14-9. Moorhead serve to the back row. Lifted on the set, and it comes back on the near side. Dumas brings it with a nice little bump, and just long at the baseline. Point then for St. Cloud Apollo. Eagles serving now, down by 4. Quick adjustment change for Kate O'Hara. Elbow bumps from Hannah Allen. And the Eagles with the serve. A soft serve that just did clear. Moorhead scoops down to get it, and on the return it goes way over and beyond the end line. Too much power on that return, and it's 14-11 as the Eagles have pulled back within 3, or within 1 just a moment ago, and now serving. And this one just did get across, and a nice dive down to the floor to keep it alive for Moorhead. Played in the back set, it's over and deflected. Moorhead will get point and lead it now 15-11. Talia Triggs has returned to the Moorhead lineup as Haley Floberg will serve. St. Cloud Apollo sending it to the net. They tried to just lift it over and misfired off the fingertips. Point goes to Moorhead, and the Spuds lead it now 16-11. Haley Floberg to serve. She'll get an ace. A line drive serve that came to the near side, straight at the eyeballs of Kate O'Hara. Couldn't get her arms up to play it forward, and it was deflected to the floor, and it's 17-11. Moorhead serve and lead. Sent across. Return to the net, did not get across, and it's point St. Cloud Apollo. So, a chance to crawl back into this one as Alexis Frerick serves down by 5. And across it comes near side. To the net. Crawls along the net, and they'll give point for 4-hit return. 17-13. Now down by 4, Alexis Frericks. The return, back set far side and down. Just a nice little soft return from Sophia Swenson of Moorhead. And the Spuds are back to a 5-point advantage now at 18-13 as Nana Lopez returns to the lineup. Moorhead on the serve with Sarah Boak. Underhanded it to the near side. Took a dive at it. Moorhead saves it at their back line. To the net, Swenson. Her hit is too much to handle, and it's deflected out of bounds by Brooke Grossinger. And Moorhead now leads at 19-13. And the serve. Brought to the middle and sent across. Saved there by Swenson. Moorhead on a dive to get into the play. Sarah Boak overran it and ended up almost on the St. Cloud Apollo side of the net. And so with that point, Eagles to pull within 5 at 19-14. And that brings serve to Isabel Trushansky. Scott Heinen with a rules interpretation. Chris Coleman out and explaining to the Spuds and to her mate on the far side, Dan Storiston. And play continues on. It just hit the net and crawled over. That'll go as a service ace. And point for Trushansky to pull Apollo within 4 at 19-15. To the net, and it's deflected. and could not be played back. And the Spuds celebrate a point to take a 5-point advantage now, 20-15. And with that, and with that, Brooke Ferris comes on to get her first playing time here tonight. Brooke Ferris into the Moorhead lineup as the Spuds serve with a 20-15 lead. Swenson's serve nearly to the back line, picked up there by St. Cloud Apollo and sent across. Played to the net, or Bulk has it off to the far side. Trigg sends it across, a diving attempt, and a great save. Oh my, that is highlight reel save, although it will not count. It will go Moorhead. A running dive to lift it into the air, a second running dive to return it over the net, but by that time it was a 4-hit return, and Moorhead leads it now 21-15. And the serve. An ace, service ace, Moorhead. Some big serves tonight from Sophia Swenson to keep scoring drives alive, and it's Moorhead by 7 now at 22-15. Spuds have a chance to make this one a 2-set sweep, and there's another point on a serve that could not be returned. Service point Moorhead now to an 8-point advantage at 23-15. Sophia Swenson on the serve. It's returned to the net and across, and it's returned by Moorhead hard and in. Unexpected hard hit. Return up the middle has given the Spuds match point. Leading at 24-15 in set 2. Swenson lines it up, and the serve is across, returned to the net, played back, one-armed over, play kept alive. Here's Bulk at the net from Moorhead off to the backside. Swenson, set Moorhead, match Moorhead as they come up with a strong run at the end of the game with 6 unanswered points. And so that's a 2-set sweep for the Spuds here against St. Cloud Apollo. And the final here in set 2 is Moorhead 25 and St. Cloud Apollo 15. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and the volleyball. And then over, brought back by Moorhead to the net where Sam Zimmerman puts a big hit on it, but it's saved at the back row and kept alive. And a dive to the floor. Zimmerman plays it again, but was underneath the net on the way down. And it's 2-2. St. Cloud Apollo serving. A line drive just clearing net. Grace Perry directs it over. Apollo playing it to the near side. A big hit there by Noel Hackenmuller. Play continues now for Moorhead as Coyer sends it across. Back to the net for Apollo, and a hit that slapped hard up against Coyer and got away from run out. Point St. Cloud Apollo. Bailey Schultz to serve for the Eagles with a 3-2 lead. And over it comes near side and just long. That was right past the end line. And so on the exchange, it's 3-3. Willow Coyer steps to the serve line. She goes all the way to the far corner. And with the serve, Coyer sends it deep. Played forward and then back set off to the far side, and the hit goes way over and past the end line. Point then Moorhead. They'll have return serve. And now leading it 4-3. Willow Coyer again likes that far corner. The running jump serve comes right back up the middle and did not get across. She hit the net. It caught the net. Point then for St. Cloud Apollo, and we are all tied up at 4. St. Cloud Apollo with the serve. To the right line and in. There'll be a service ace recorded there for Paige Cox. And St. Cloud Apollo has the lead back now at 5-4. And the right-hander into the net. Paige Cox hit that one hard, but not enough to clear. And it's point Moorhead, as Sam Zimmerman will set up and serve. The play is across. Brought to the net and touched over. Diving attempt by Anna Canine to keep it alive. To the net and played. And the redirect ends up being redirected out of play. It'll be point for St. Cloud Apollo, now leading at 6-5. Gabrielle Frank to serve for the Eagles. Sam Zimmerman lifts it ahead. Rosie Anderson just does clear the defense and drop it down on hard court. Rosie Anderson has tied the game at 6. And with that, Bryn Stumo returns to the lineup. Alexa Grunwald will serve. Grunwald now prefers coming to the near corner to serve it across. As the Eagles take a swing at it, it goes to Coyer in the backcourt. Moorhead to the net. Rosie Anderson tips it over. To the backside, played by the Eagles, and at the net, it's deflected up and returned. Grunwald plays it to the backside. Anderson sends it over. To the backside again, and an empty spot right in the middle of the Moorhead defense. Point for St. Cloud Apollo, regaining the lead. Now it's 7-6. Noel Hackenmuller. Running jump serve. Coyer lifting it forward, near side. Big hit from Rosie Anderson, only to see it be deflected. And St. Cloud Apollo has gained a 2-point advantage here at 8-6. Grunwald for Moorhead to the backside. Big hit there and in for the Spuds. Moorhead is back within one at 8-7. Here's the serve deep, played off to the far side, and on the return, tipped across by Gabrielle Frank. Moorhead on the near side. Blocked by Bryn Stumo and over. Comes back near side. Here's a big hit, and Stumo again comes up with a save. And on the near side, kept from going out of play, and St. Cloud Apollo keeps this point set alive. Here's the block, and it's directed right to the net, and down it goes. More of a reaction on the far side by St. Cloud Apollo. Didn't have a chance to direct the return. And as a result, the Spuds have tied this game at 8. The serve, deflected and returned. Sent across by Frank. Off to the backside, Moorhead. Big hit, blocked to the floor, and point. St. Cloud Apollo. That kill will go to Catherine Blommel. And St. Cloud Apollo has regained the lead at 9-8. And with that, Rachel Tenney comes on to play. Serve, St. Cloud Apollo. Too much for Moorhead to return. It got past Sam Zimmerman. And a service ace gives St. Cloud Apollo a 10-8 lead. The preparation dribbles, and here's the serve across into the net. Boy, she took a little bit extra time hoping to put a little English on the play. And Rachel Tenney sent it into the net, and that pulls Moorhead within one at 10-9 and serving. Carly Vetter comes on to serve. All the way cross court near side to the net. Big hit there. And it is just saved by Coyer. And then on a second valiant attempt to the far side, deflected out of bounds. Point then for St. Cloud Apollo, regaining a 2-point advantage at 11-9. And the serve for Kendra Horn. The return by Moorhead on the near side got away from Grunwald and out. St. Cloud Apollo has taken their biggest lead here in the first set at 12-9. Coyer just does manage to get it to Grunwald, and the return comes cross court and out by Moorhead. And St. Cloud Apollo is working on a 5-1 scoring advantage and leading it now 13-9. Here's Grunwald to the backside, and the Spuds just do tip it in. Grunwald will get an assist on a little touch pass to Sam Zimmerman, who will get the point. And it's 13-10. And with that, Anna Canine comes on to serve for Moorhead. Anna Canine. Approach and swing and hit. Apollo catching up to it, a one-hand jab at it, sends it across Coyer. And from there it's played across, and a big hit on the backside. Could not be brought across. Ryan Mohagan will get the kill on that point, and that pulls Moorhead within 2 at 13-11. Here's a hit across by Anna Kanine and play by Apollo to the net. Big hit there. That's a sure point. Sam Zimmerman high in the air. Took a big swing and slammed it home. That pulls Moorhead within one at 13-12. At the baseline, Anna Kanine serving it. She'll get the ace. The serve was too hard. And at the back row, Noelle Hackenmuller tried to redirect it and simply bounced it to the floor. And Moorhead has come all the way back to tie the Eagles at 13. Here's another service ace for Anna Kanine. Sent it off far side. A little momentum change here for Moorhead. As St. Cloud Apollo takes a timeout. It's Moorhead 14, St. Cloud Apollo 13. Muscatel Subaru, isn't it? Tonight's game of presentation of Muscatel Subaru. We have seen the Spuds fall behind 13-9 and have since come up with 5 unanswered scores. They have taken a 1-point lead here in set 1. And another big hit by the Spuds. That one sails long and it's point St. Cloud Apollo, and that ties up this set for 14-14. There's been a mistake or a lack there. We got the scoreboard straightened out. It had given point Moorhead on that last point given. But the correction made now at 14-14, and with play that continues back to Moorhead, Willow Coyer will serve with a 15-14 lead. The running jump serve just did get it across by Tenney, and it comes across to Coyer. And it looks like a double hit. If we can read the official, Chris Coleman on the far side, double hit there. And Moorhead now has a 2-point advantage at 16-14, working on a 7-1 run. Here's the serve by Coyer. Kept alive. The running swing by Noelle Hackenmuller sends it across. Return now on the near side and dropped in as Grace Perry caught up to it. And just did find a soft spot, and it's 17-14. Moorhead to a 3-point lead here in the opening set. Moorhead has had several service aces here in the first set. It's brought to you by Atchison Companies. A deflection here on the return try. Grace Perry had it get away, and that gives serve back to St. Cloud Apollo as Paige Cox settles in, trailing now by 2 at 17-15. And the serve. Vetter catches up to it, keeps it in play, comes near side for Zimmerman. She has the big swing. Caught, returned. Now Moorhead plays Kanine to the net, and it's tipped across by Zimmerman. She had to change hands in the middle of her jump in order to get a chance to play the ball, redirected it to an open area on the far side, and Moorhead leads it now 18-15. And the Moorhead serve by Zimmerman. Double try at the net, point Moorhead. Could not get enough lift on it and forward movement on it, and Moorhead now has a 4-point advantage at 19-15. Sam Zimmerman serve. That was a big hit and a nice return right up the middle. Played now, Zimmerman pops it into the air. Canine plays it to the net for Anderson, and it is on the floor and point Moorhead. Rosie Anderson will be given credit. And the Spuds now have a 5-point advantage at 20-15. Sam Zimmerman to serve. Nice serve that was dug off the floor and played and returned in. Just catching the corner, just catching the baseline. It's point St. Cloud Apollo, and it's 21-16. Or 20-16 rather, 20-16. As Gabrielle Frank will set up to serve for the Eagles. And across. Grace Perry sends it forward to Canine, return to Perry. She goes to the far corner and in. Oh, she didn't have much room to work with there. But at the baseline and near the corner, Grace Perry was able to tuck it in for the score. And Moorhead now leads at 21-16. Alexa Grunwald to serve. Here's the play across. Brought back near her side to Hackenmuller. And in play, it is bumped across, but it was caught and sent. And so with that point to St. Cloud Apollo, and it's 21-17. Sam Zimmerman feeds it forward to Grunwald. She touches it back, and Rosie Anderson just did manage to send it over. And now we've got play at the net and under the net. Moorhead slipped underneath the netting. And that gives point to St. Cloud Apollo at 21-18, trailing now by 3 and serving. The running jump serve by Hackenmuller. Bounce back near side, and there it goes to the near side down. They took a dive at it, couldn't get there in time. The point goes to Moorhead. And the Spuds now lead at 22-18. Ryan Mohagan has returned to that front row, standing alongside Bryn Stumo and Carly Vetter. Sam Zimmerman behind them, Alexa Grunwald behind them. And the serve is long. (22-19). Both teams have had leads. Both teams have given up leads. And right now, St. Cloud Apollo with the game on the line, trailing by 3 and serving. Lifted off to the far side, and Mohagan sends it across. It's quickly returned. Here's Grunwald with the back set near side, and the hit just did get it across, but now Moorhead again overplaying and slipping under the net. Well, it's the other way around. It was St. Cloud Apollo that slipped under the net, giving point to Moorhead. And it's 23-19. Moorhead with the advantage. And a tip out of bounds that got away from the Spuds, and it's point then for St. Cloud Apollo. 23-20. Back to a 3-score Moorhead advantage. St. Cloud Apollo serving. The hit to the net. Grunwald sends it back. Played ahead by Bryn Stumo. Play return to the Spuds. A big hit there. Nice jab at it by Carly Vetter to keep it alive, and the send across by Grunwald, point Moorhead. Set point now for the Spuds as Grace Perry comes back on. And to serve, set point, Anna Canine. Played to the net. Big swing at it. Directed. Picked up by Canine. Sent backside. From there, directed. Point Moorhead. Set Moorhead. And we have put the first one in the record book. Our final score in set number 1, Moorhead 25. St. Cloud Apollo 20.
Natural Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Well, it was just an idea I popped in my head when I was jogging with my mom, and then it just all pieced together after we thought of that. And it was perfect timing because Moorhead Youth Hockey was thinking of it too, so it was just a good idea. Donated it to Moorhead Youth Hockey because my great-grandpa donated to Moorhead Hockey, and I think it'd just be really nice for all the money that we raised. That he sat in the same spot at every single Moorhead high school hockey game for over 30 years.
But Jim and Moorhead, as we play volleyball between Moorhead and St. Cloud Apollo. The internet is just a wonderful thing. At so long, if you weren't at a venue, you probably didn't know about it. Right now, we can visit with you around the world, and especially for those of you in Orlando, Florida. We bring you tonight's volleyball game as granddaughter Bryn Stumo has put herself forward and has become a very integral part of this Moorhead volleyball team tonight. So special greetings are sent out to Don and Jane Modianos, who are grandparents to this special young lady. Welcome aboard as we go into set number 2. Here's the play to the near side and directed. It got away from Carly Veteran out, and St. Cloud Apollo, as they did in set 1, jumping to the early lead. And for the Eagles, Lauren Freeman checks into the front row. And the serve by the Eagles. Punched forward, lifted across, and driving down. A nice attempt by Bryn Stumo, and then the return off to the far side. Point Moorhead. A hard hit to the backside up the line has given serve back to Moorhead. Tied at 1. Anna Canine will serve. The hit across, right up the middle. Backhanded near side and then lifted up and over. Brought back to the net for Canine. And instead of swatting at it, a nice soft touch by Sam Zimmerman keeps the play alive. St. Cloud Apollo brings it back near side and sends it to the back row where Carly Vetter. Now the back set all the way cross court. Tipped over, and a dive by Canine to the floor to keep it alive. Near side for Grace Perry. A two-hand set here near side, and a dive down to the floor by Coyer. And finally the point goes down, and Moorhead scoring. It was directed off the pipe along the far side, and it's 2-1 Moorhead. That's the longest volley that these two teams have had here this evening. On the serve played by Apollo. Sent across by Paige Cox. Comes back, Moorhead tipping it. Double hit across, and a double hit there. A tap on the backside by Kendra Horn gives point Moorhead. They'll come up with 3 unanswered now and lead it 3-1. We're in set 2. Moorhead winning set 1, 25-20. Here's Anna Canine with the beer by side. Lifted up, brought back, returned, Carly Vetter, and at the net, point goes to St. Cloud Apollo. At the baseline, it'll be a serve. Bailey Schultz for Apollo. As that last exchange of possession makes it a 3-2 game. Off to the far side it goes. Moorhead regaining a 2-point advantage now at 4-2 will serve. Willow Coyer. And the running serve. From there goes long on the return. Moorhead was on the net. Although the play itself favored the Spuds, the play by Moorhead on the net gives point to St. Cloud Apollo, and they've pulled within 1. The Eagles now trailing at 4-3. Sent across and off the back row, Carly Vetter ahead to Canine. Now Zimmerman took a big swing at it. Kept alive by Apollo, and this one drops down and in. And at the net, we are all tied at 4. Paige Cox. The serve by Cox deep. Comes near side for Canine, left forward, Perry. Now St. Cloud Apollo, big hit there, blocked by Zimmerman. Play is alive as it's back set, and there's the big hit and long. It'll be point for St. Cloud Apollo. They have come up with 3 unanswered now and lead at 5-4. And the swing and the hit. Coyer. Played to the near side, ahead by Hackenmuller. She gets it on the return, sends it across. Back set for Grace Perry. It was not deflected at the net. It appeared to be, but was not ruled that way. Point, St. Cloud Apollo now to a 6-4 lead on Moorhead. The hit across, all the way deep and out. And that service error will give point to Moorhead and stop a 4-point run by St. Cloud Apollo. And trailing now 6-5, Sam Zimmerman of Moorhead will serve. The jump serve across. Sent to the net, played, dropped on. Big hit on the back side of the play. Ryan Mohagan was able to get up and stop the play at the net. That might have been Ellis Swedberg. Ellis Swedberg will get credit for that. And tie the game at 6. To the backside, another big hit, but this one's returned from the back row, deep in the back row. Now near side, Moorhead tried to feather it and finesse it across. Grace Perry misfiring on the hit, coming into the net. Point goes to St. Cloud Apollo, and the Eagles now lead at 7-6. So far, these first moments identical to set 1. Just kept alive. Perry sending it across, and the Spuds unable to play it back on a second attempt. Misfire on the return, and St. Cloud Apollo back to a 2-point advantage at 8-6. Here's the serve from Aaliyah Mixteco. And the hit by Moorhead and the point. Rosie Anderson was there, took a swing at it, pulling Moorhead within 1 at 8-7. Alexa Gronwald is in. Bryn Stumo returns. Serve, Moorhead trailing by 1. Played forward and at the net. Hackenmuller kept alive. Moorhead to the backside, touched across and in. You expect that when the ball gets to the net at that point, the players like Sam Zimmerman and Rosie Anderson are going to put everything behind, but their finesse game has proven to be very effective here early on, and that ties the game at 8. And now the Spuds regain the lead. as the lift across did not crawl over the net, and it's Alexa Grunwald to serve with a 1-point lead. Service ace, no, correction. Moorhead with the serve, wide of the line, and this set is tied up at 9. To the backside, big hit. Big hit on the backside. Moorhead has taken the lead at 10-9. A block at the net. And Moorhead strikes again now and regains a 2-point advantage at 11-9. Working on a 5-1 scoring run. Here's a play. This one was long. The serve to the back line. A skate playing out by Ella Swedberg. Point, St. Cloud Apollo serve to the Eagles. Here's Hannah Matkins rather. Pardon me, Matkins on the serve. Moorhead on the return. Big hit, Sam Zimmerman. She got the kill. Sam Zimmerman, no doubt about it. Moorhead now will serve with a 12-10 lead. And to the back line is Carly Vetter. Running serve. Sent up towards the net, comes back near side. Here's the redirect up. And at the net, sent across and kill on the back side of the play. That was Ryan Mohagan. The hit by Mohagan went wide. So the point goes to St. Cloud Apollo to pull within 1. And play continues on as Moorhead just manages again to crawl one along the floor and regain a 2-point lead at 13-11. Grace Perry returning to the Moorhead lineup. To the serve line goes Anna Canine. Sent across, bumped, and redirected. Now the set at the net mistimed. Grace Perry tried to lift it up and get some timing there for Sam Zimmerman, but the jump came early and ball still in the air, could not redirect it. Point, St. Cloud Apollo to pull within 1. At the net, big hit down, that time by Grace Perry. And Moorhead regains a 2-point advantage at 14-12. Set number 2, 14-12 Moorhead. Moorhead winning set 1, 25-20. Ella Swedberg back into the Moorhead lineup, goes to the front row. Willow Coyer to serve. Running jump serve, sent right up the middle. Played back to the near side, and the return at the net goes out. It'll be point for St. Cloud Apollo to pull within 1 at 14-13. So the Eagles looking for the tying score. From the far corner, the serve sent across, and Moorhead plays. Here's the big hit, but blocked, and play continues. This one is sent across. A jab at it by Paige Cox, only directed into the bleachers. That goes point Moorhead as they retain the lead, and now by 2 at 15-13. Sam Zimmerman just did get it across. Played back to the near side, Hackenmuller. And the return by Moorhead goes to a vacated spot on the defense along the near side. And with that, timeout is taken. And we've got a break. We're in the second set here in Moorhead. Moorhead 16, St. Cloud Apollo 13. Samantha Zimmerman is set to serve for Moorhead now with a 3-point advantage, 16-13. This game has been closely played, no more than 4 points apart at any time. Apollo with a big hit at the net, and it got away from Swedberg and Anderson. And to the floor where it becomes a 2-point game at 16-14. Aliyah Mixteco comes on and will serve for St. Cloud Apollo. Across for Zimmerman. Now Canine, now Anderson, now point Moorhead. And it's 17-14. Grunwald checks in, she'll serve for Moorhead. Also back into the lineup now, Bryn Stumo to join the front line. Grunwald near corner, sending it across, played right to the net, double pump, and across. On the free ball, comes back near side of Grunwald. Nice set for Rosie Anderson. She didn't have to hit it very hard, she just found the empty spot. Grunwald to Anderson, and it's 18-14. Moorhead to a 4-point lead now. Here in set number 2. Hackenmuller. And Eagles somehow managed to keep it alive at the net. And then Moorhead sending it across but wide. And it's point St. Cloud Apollo to pull within 3 at 18-15. And here's Noelle Hackenmuller. A running jump, sends it across. Coyer plays it ahead. And from there, the big hit will give Moorhead serve at 19-15. The play off to the far side. And the set, it'll be point Moorhead. Double hit. St. Cloud Apollo, and it's now 20-15. And the serve to the net. Point, St. Cloud Apollo. Ella Swedberg coming off after that play, serve and play. St. Cloud Apollo, Hannah Matkins to serve. Grunwald plays it Moorhead. Rosie Anderson sends it across. It's deflected deep and long. Point Moorhead as the Spuds sneak up closer and closer on a win here in set 2, leading it now 21-16 and serving. The serve across. Big hit there, blocked at the net, and a second hit, a nice try along the near side by Aliyah Mixteco, but could not get there in time to lift it over. And St. Cloud Apollo will take a timeout. We're in the second set. It's Moorhead 22, St. Cloud Apollo 16.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Burt's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Moorhead at the serve line with a 22-16 advantage here in set 2. And the play is down, just did crawl over the net and down it goes, and Moorhead sneaks one more point closer. It's 23-16, looking for a 2-set advantage. Here's the serve, and it hits the net, bounces and played off the net and kept alive. Now to Zimmerman, and she touches it off to the backside for point. Service point coming up now for Moorhead as Carly Vetter. A chance to put this one in the win column, sends it across, and will get the service ace. Brought to you by Atchison Company's Carly Vetter with set-winning serve here in number 2. Our final score, Moorhead 25 and St. Cloud Apollo 16.
Get up. Your dreams don't hit snooze. Because if you snooze, you might miss your opportunity to improve your craft. Put in the work. Your opportunity to be the best.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Ready for set 3. Spuds have claimed wins in the first 2 sets, 25-20 in set 1, 25-16 in set 2. The first set was a display of scoring runs. One team would score a big number, and the Spuds had several of those big numbers, including at one point an 8-1 run on St. Cloud Apollo, and that was enough to eventually give Moorhead win in set 1. But in set 2, much more closely played, with the score at 18-15. Down the stretch, Moorhead was able to get the last 6 points, 7 points, and get the win 25-16. And so we start set number 3. Moorhead has scored first. And we'll make a lineup change there as Maya Pfeiffer comes on to play. She'll go to the front row. Anna Canine will serve. And Canine's serve sent up the near sideline and to the net. Just kept alive and in play. Moorhead with a dive down. Brought to the backside. The hit there was blocked and deflected, and a great run by Willow Coyer trying to catch up to it. Goes to the floor on a head-first slide, but it's too late, and the play goes to St. Cloud Apollo now with the game tied at 1. The serve to the net. Point Moorhead on that line drive hit by Bailey Schultz. Moorhead will serve, leading it 2-1. Willow Coyer steps to the baseline. Couple of preparation dribbles, and here's the approach with the set long. The serve sent long. Gives serve back to St. Cloud Apollo and Paige Cox. Set 3 tied at 2. As Schultz takes a look at the defense, is ready and serves. The return to the net just did get it over, and somehow Sam Zimmerman, although her jump there was some concern on whether it was going to be enough or at the right place at the right time, just did have it on the way down and got it to drop in for a 3-2 lead. And the serve goes to Zimmerman and into the net. And quickly, we're tied up at 3. Gabrielle Frank checks on. The hit across to Coyer. Canine sends it to the backside, and from there the hit is long. St. Cloud Apollo able to take the lead now at 4-3. Gabrielle Frank will serve from just behind the corner. The return comes to Pfeiffer, and she sends it across, and it wobbles its way in for the score. And it's tied up at 4. Moorhead making a quick adjustment now as Alexa Grunwald comes on, along with Bryn Stumo. Grunwald will serve. Set tied at 4. Here's the hit across, just putting it in play. And a dive to the floor by Grunwald to keep it alive. Meanwhile, the play continues on to St. Cloud Apollo, and again it's Grunwald to keep the play alive. May have been deflected, I believe it was. Schultz just did get a touch on it as it went by. That gives point to Moorhead and a 5-4 advantage with serve to Alexa Grunwald. And across. Lifted forward, comes back near side. Hackenmuller, big hit from the near side. Ties this set at 5. Two sets to none, favoring Moorhead here as St. Cloud Apollo serves. Set 3 tied at 5. A dive to the knees and to the floor by Hackenmuller. On the send across, it's returned to the backside by Moorhead. Back up to the net, brought near side, and a tip across by Bailey Schultz. Now Coyer from Moorhead sends it backside, and a big hit there sends it in. Point Moorhead to a 6-5 advantage. Ellis Swedberg getting the kill. And now the serve. Schultz sending it over. Moorhead keeping it in play and sending it deep. There was just a seam available at the back line. Spuds finding it there for a 7-5 advantage. And the serve. Lifted for Grunwald, sends it backside, big hit there. Now the bring back to the near side, and it's sent long, and it may have been deflected. Yes, they were going to say it was deflected Moorhead on the way by the net. That gives point to St. Cloud Apollo and pull within 1 at 7-6. Moorhead has the lead. St. Cloud Apollo has the lead as Rachel Tenney steps up to the far corner. And the send across. Here's Grunwald, set. And again, the save at the net and played at the net, but this time a double hit. And point goes to Moorhead as they take back a 2-point lead at 8-6. Carly Vetter will serve. Leading by 2. And the play comes near side. That'll be a service ace for Carly Vetter, brought to you by Atchison Companies. Proud to be a part of Spud Sports, Atchison Companies. And the serve, Moorhead now with a 9-6 lead. Lifted forward and to the net. It comes up short, staying on the Apollo side of the net, and to the floor it goes. And Moorhead now takes a 4-point lead at 10-6 here in set 3. Carly Vetter with the approach and just did get it across in another Atchison Company service ace. 11-6, Carly Vetter, red hot, brings a timeout call from St. Cloud Apollo. We're in the third set. It's Moorhead 11, St. Cloud Apollo 6. Muscatel Subaru, proud to be a part of Spud Sports on Spuds.tv. Welcome you around the world. And once again, especially those who are grandparents living in Orlando, Florida. Thank you for joining and being with us tonight. Reminding you, Spuds.tv will also be on hand tomorrow night for football as the Spuds take on Alexandria. A diving attempt in the near corner comes up short. Point Moorhead now as they've doubled up on Apollo at 12-6, working on a 7-1 scoring advantage. Here's Carly Vetter, and again, she just does get it across. This time played, however, and it comes back to the near side. Big hit by Paige Cox is returned to the far side, and play continues. Bryn Stumo sends it ahead and gets it back again and sends it over for the kill. Bryn Stumo with a big stump of the foot on the point. And it's 13-6. The serve, again, just clearing. And another service ace by Atchison Company. Spuds have started to put some momentum here in sets 2 and now 3. And leading this one 14-6. With that serve going long by Vetter, it'll be a point for St. Cloud Apollo now at 14-7. That stops Moorhead's scoring run at 6, and it was a 9-1 run. Here's the serve. Grunwald sends it. Zimmerman tried to go after the big hit and did get a deflection off one of the St. Cloud Apollo players at the net. And point does go to Moorhead, and it's 15-7. Anna Canine steps up to serve. Sent across, touched forward. Here's the set and the hit. Brought back to Canine. This one, there's no doubt about it. Canine had it perfectly set up for Sam Zimmerman, who took a big swing at it. And it is now 16-7. Anna Canine will serve. The point is, or the serve is sent. Back set far side, and it comes all the way back on the near side, but wide of line. And it's 17-7. Canine to serve. This one just missed the end line. Point goes to St. Cloud Apollo as they pull within 9. Now it's 17-8. And the right-hander sending this one over. Here's Canine with the set and the hit by Zimmerman. Return back near side. Hackenmuller touched it to the net and did not crawl it over. It hung around, but dropped down short. And Moorhead is back to a 10-point lead here in set 3, looking to make a sweep. As they lead at 18-8. Willow Coyer serving. Service ace. Atchison Companies brings you that serving point by Willow Coyer. 18-9, and the Atchison Companies have been busy here in this third set with all the service aces. And the serve, Willow Coyer. This one looks deep. It is. It goes beyond the end line. And it is well, the scoreboard has it at 19-9. We'll check on that in a moment. Here's the play back to the near side and off. Brought back up towards the net. Hackenmuller sends it across. A lifted return by St. Cloud Apollo. They're questioning the call. But that has given Moorhead rather a 20-9 lead. And with that, Rosie Anderson has come on. We've got some substitutions being made now. Sam Zimmerman has come to side court. Bryn Stumo is at side court. Here's the play. Touch to the net, and then a save by Coyer. Took a dive at it and swung it clear. Play continues to the net, and the hit across. Set near side for Canine, and across Rosie Anderson. She'll get the deflection on the point. 21-9. Moorhead closing in on a 3-set sweep. Haley Floberg setting up. Getting directions from Charlene, and Floberg is ready. Right-hander steps forward and sends it across. Played to the near side, saved from going out of bounds. Play comes across to Moorhead. Here's Anna Canine with the set, and the play comes near side and out. Maya Pfeiffer took a swing at it, but missed the out-of-bounds line, and it's 21-10. St. Cloud Apollo serving, but trailing here in set 3. Gabrielle Frank sends that one wide. (22-10). Moorhead will serve as Alexa Grunwald has checked in. And the play across. To the near side, Hackenmuller sent it wide and deep. Could not be played by Coyer. And it's 22-11. St. Cloud Apollo on the serve. Grunwald sends it to Rosie Anderson, and the play across is kept alive to the net. Grunwald stepped under the net to keep her balance, and that provides point, St. Cloud Apollo, and it's 22-12. And with the serve, Noelle Hackenmuller. The running jump serve. Sent up the middle. Coyer plays it to keep it alive. That was a hard return. And Moorhead keeping it in play. Back now to Apollo with a one-hand jab at it. And a dive, sending it forward and then backward on a second effort. Provides point St. Cloud Apollo, who scored 3 in a row. And trail it now 22-13. With the hit, Moorhead's Alexa Grunwald. Back set far side, big hit there. Point goes to St. Cloud Apollo as the hit was wide. So a little scoring run here by St. Cloud Apollo, 4 straight, but still trail it by 8. Play near side for Grunwald. To the backside, Moorhead with the big hit. Return, punched across. Coyer saves it. Here's Rosie Anderson with a monster hit that got deflected with her hands in front of her face. Not much more you could do about that one by Paige Cox. And with that, the Spuds back to a 9-point advantage at 23-14. And the serve. Touchdown to the floor, deflected away, and it's match point. (24-14). Ellis Swedberg will step up. And the send across, returned from the backside by Kendra Horn. It comes near side. Tipped across, Bryn Stumo and Rosie Anderson combining as they exchange pleasantries and congratulations. And the Spuds make it 3 in a row tonight over St. Cloud Apollo. Thank you for joining us tonight. In set 1, it was Moorhead 25-20. In set 2, it was Moorhead 25-16. And in set 3, it was Moorhead 25-14.